Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the heart of the South, where Saturdays in the fall are usually reserved for football. The summers now belong to tennis, where a modern version of the sport has taken over. We're here at the INTENNSE Arena for our final night of Week 2 action. There's no better way to finish it than a doubleheader. Hello everyone, I'm J.Y. Abone alongside Maria Mateus. And Maria, it has been so much fun to watch these players and coaches get used to this version of tennis.
Oh, it definitely has. And I'm interested tonight to see the way that they adjust, because everyone has played an arc now this season. And the rules are just so different than a traditional tennis format, especially with only 14 seconds in between points. 1 point awarded for one shot won, but 2 points for a winner. So it is very different and something they're not used to, but they've had a chance to play now, and I assume that they will show up a little bit better.
Yeah, and we'll see how the scoring is also something for the fans that they love, because it's so much easier to follow it, right? You know, all singles, doubles, everything counts towards one, so it's a lot easier to follow. Total score at the end of the night counts for the win. But let's get to the teams now. When we talk about the Sting, you know, they had a great opening weekend, and what are they going to be looking for tonight?
Yeah, Sting coming out with a win is huge for them, especially when they have Finn Merget on their team. He really carried last week, putting 65 points up. I'm interested in seeing how Sasnouskaya bounces back. She did give up 58 points, which made their arc a little closer than they probably would have wanted it to be. But hey, starting the season out with a win always feels good, and I'm sure they want to carry that momentum tonight. But Smash, on the other hand, they did lose to the Freeze, and they just had way too many service faults, 28 to be exact. And in perspective, that's a quarter of their arc. And so that's something I hope they worked on, and they'll come back and be a lot better and clean up those mistakes.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see who for the Smash is going to step it up, especially with their #1 pick, Benjamin Locke. He's going to be out for the night. Miles Clark is going to be in. So that entire team is extremely motivated, but they're going to have to be looking at each other to see who's going to step it up. So we'll see which one. We've seen a lot of teams come back in their second arc of the season much better. We expect the same from the Smash. So when we come back, we're going to be one step closer for the Smash getting a chance to prove themselves, and the Sting to build on their momentum. Stay with us. Welcome back to a beautiful night in Atlanta, Georgia. Final night of Week 2. Right now we have the Smash. They're going to be getting ready to take on the Sting. The Smash are going to get their first win of the season. The Sting are going to be looking to build on some momentum and stay undefeated. Let's take a look at the Smash lineup first, Maria.
Sofia Rachi's going to try and redeem her team from last week with German powerhouse Elmar Ejupovic and Delana Hewitt. I think they're both going to want to play a little bit better, get some more points up for their team. Both very big hitters, so hopefully they get their shots in tonight, play big targets, and just have a better performance. While the Sting coming off a win with Natalia Pliskova-Hamburg, Finn Merget and Juan Carlos Aguilar, we saw them warming up in their doubles format, and they play such great doubles. And Masha Davtyan has her first time on the court this season. I bet she's so excited, and I'm excited to see her play.
All right, well, let's go down to meet the third member of our team who's also with the coach of the Sting, Kelly Kroll, with Natalie Pliskova-Hamburg.
Thanks a lot. Well, Natalie, 1 arc and 1 win already under the belt. This week's practice, what was it like? What are you hoping to see your team maybe improve on or adjust here this evening?
Yeah, I mean, we're a high-energy team, right? These guys know exactly what they're doing, so we just need to keep the momentum, but new opportunity, new match.
I know because she told me herself, but T would like to come out here and get a bit better start this evening. What is the key to her being at her best?
Yeah, I mean, she's been dialed in all week, but she woke up with just like a whole different mentality today. We're going to see her grind a little bit, just give less free points today, and she's going to be ready to go.
Does not shock me. Natalie, thank you.
Thank you
Best
very much.
of luck.
Let's go, Sting.
Guys.
All right, well, we'll see how Natalie's going to lead this thing in just a short amount of time. First, we'll go down to Walker Allen with the coin toss for the night.
Tails is called. It is tails. Smashes. Tails into serve.
All right, it's go time now. Smash on the far side. Elmar Ejupovic from Germany going up against Finn Merget, near side from the United Kingdom. First of 2 10-minute men's singles bolts. Only 1 serve, 1 toss. You hit a winner, it counts as 2 points. Total score accumulates across the whole night. Finn looking to build on a great opening night, and Elmar looking to try to step it up for his team.
And not at all surprised that Finn is starting it out. He just put so many points up for his team last week and played such good, aggressive, confident tennis. In this format, sometimes you come out a little bit nervous, but look at that. He does not look nervous whatsoever. What a huge forehand from him to start this out.
Do not be confused for Finn's size. He has arguably the biggest forehand in the league, and absolutely fearless. It doesn't matter if he's on the run, in position, it's all power all the time, and it's a very dangerous spot for players to play against.
And Elmar, especially with his size, you want to see him try and move into the net as much as possible. Use his serve, use his wingspan. Beautiful 1E on this backhand side. Look at the way he's stepping in, really good. That's where he's going to hurt Finn, when he gets to move him on the forehand side. He needs to keep looking for that.
Ejupovic looking very calm to get started. Much better than his opening night, not rushing in between points. With only 14 seconds, these players are having to learn their routines in between points. How fast do they actually have to play? I would say everybody at first starts off too fast, and they start to work their way into it appropriately. Elmar seems to be finding that balance very early.
When you come from traditional tennis, having 25 seconds in between points, you think 14 seconds is so little, which initially it is, but you find a way to time yourself and control your breaths, and then it doesn't feel as long. So I want to see them actually running down the clock just a little bit more than they have.
Great backhand down the line. Ejupovic defends into the net. 4-2 for the Sting.
Way for Finn to move into and follow that ball just in case Ejupovic was going to hit that back. He had a good look at a 2-pointer with that volley. That's really good footwork for him.
Ejupovic likes to start points from very far back and slowly make his way forward. And last week did a great job actually playing from really far back, but actually struggled when he got inside of the court. So they're already doing a much better of that to help his team.
It's important to find a balance of not trying to go for too much when you are in those advanced positions inside the court, as you were just saying, because I think everybody looks for those 2-pointers but somehow abuses them. So I'm more looking at players being focused on just hitting a good volley rather than focusing on getting 2 points.
Merget trying to step inside of the baseline for a return. Ejupovic smartly goes body but doesn't take advantage of the next one. 5-4 for the Sting. Kick serve, Ejupovic really far back, and that's the first winner of the night. Angle passing shot winner from the back corner.
I want to see El Popo hit good kick serves here. Look for that higher ball and try and step in, but that's just too good from Finn. He's taking that backhand so early. That's such a hard ball to hit sometimes for two-handers if it's above the shoulder, but he handled that so effortlessly.
Kick again as Ayupovic really far back. This time runs around it. Murget with the forehand ear wide. Smash with the 7-6 lead. Though it's not going to do too much for them. Last time they got off to an early lead in men's singles as well, and things fell apart shortly after.
And I'm interested tonight to see how Sofia Rocci manages her team, right? Coming off of a loss last week, and I'm sure that they were disappointed in the way that they performed. I hope that they watched a lot of the arcs. I hope they watched their own arc, and she's able to come out and just have her team have a little bit more guts tonight.
Looking to run around and put Murget on the run right off the corner of the line. Murget sets up an inside in and really overhits that.
And that's where you just want to go big target, even if you somehow go down the middle, because if El Popo's on the run, he's not expecting the middle shot. I love the middle shot to keep people honest and know, hey, I can get you anywhere on this court.
Great return by Ayupovic, defends extremely well, catches Murget off guard. 9-7 smash. Coach Rocci getting some coaching in right as Ayupovic is about to serve. 5.5 minutes in his first of 2 10-minute singles vaults. Body forehand this time, sets up the forehand down the line. It's going to be a forced error, point for the smash. Ben Locke not playing tonight, their first round pick, but he is fired up, acting like a coach right there.
And sometimes that's all you need, right? On a team, it doesn't matter, you know, whose resume is this, whose accolades are this. At the end of the day, you're all a team and everyone is an equal. So to have the first round pick on the sideline is just as important as having him on the court.
Everybody plays a role. These players are figuring it out in this team format league where it's not all about your performance on the court. Ayupovic feeling confident, goes a little bit flatter, trying to get a little bit more pace, but falls into the net, only get one serve in this format. Good kick out wide. Ayupovic really far back. Maybe getting a little confident, a little overconfident here in these last 2 points, going for some big shots. And Coach Rocci and the smash are going to take a timeout.
You guys continue or no?
No. You want to start the second one?
It's up to you.
How do you feel right now? Are you gassed out? Or can you go 2 more minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 minutes, and then you're in, okay? Let's go, come on. Okay? Yeah?
Coach Rocci and Ayupovic having a conversation there about trying to figure out, do you want to go in, do you want to rest? How do you feel about asking the players? Is that a good thing, bad thing, or it depends on the relationship?
A little bit of both. I appreciate that they have a very open coach-to-player relationship, but at the same time, as a coach, I think you do need to assert a little bit, you know, just feel like I'm going to tell you what to do because I think as a coach that is what is the right move here. I'd like to see a little bit more of that from her. Maybe it's okay at the beginning of an arc. Towards the end, I really hope she's a little bit more assertive.
Well, you're probably just going to happily stay in. He's had a pretty solid start, but hasn't had enough winners to really pull away. So Murget's hanging around both players, staying all the way in. No substitutions for the Sting either.
They do have a 12-minute time limit, though, for these singles vaults. So we'll see how each coach manages that to have their best players in for their maximum time, but maybe not all at once.
Very interesting as you look at the Sting sideline. Will Nolan is the only other member that has a racket in his hand as Murget, big return comes in. He's going to get a +2 winner. And Will Nolan will come in. Great finish by Murget as he goes to take a break. Will Nolan, fellow Auburn Tiger, also from Great Britain. As you watch Murget really step in, does a great job of closing. Nolan going really far back against Ayupovic. Likes to start a little bit farther back as well. A little bit heavier topspin, lefty to righty matchup. Ayupovic puts him on the run. Little hesitation to come in. He's going to go forehand inside out for a winner for his team now.
And Ayupovic plays the best when he hits a really good forehand cross with all the spin that he has, gets it off the court, and then opens it up to the backhand, which in this case is a lefty forehand. But still, I think that's his play. He needs to stick to it. That's where he's going to get the most.
Good serve out wide, forehand down the line. One more time.
And that's where he does it. And that is so, so good. And he takes his step in right after that. That is his play. That is his identity. He needs to stick to that all night.
And now that conversation about who should stay in, who should handle it, working out well for the smash. Their biggest lead of the night by 6. Fault, point for Sting. Coach Hamburg getting some quick coaching into Nolan.
We're at 2 faults tonight for Ayupovic. Way too many in their first arc. That really made the difference for them. If they can even have half of that, that's going to be so, so huge for them. I hope they hit a lot of serves, especially in this format. Even practice underhand, even practice fast serves. It doesn't matter. Put the ball in.
Heavy return to Ayupovic's forehand, setting up the forehand to backhand rally. Great redirect down the line. Both of them trying to find some offensive positioning. Ayupovic gets it, puts Nolan on the run. Drops it short on the line, brings Nolan in, point smash.
Love the energy too there, especially coming after a loss. You want to have extra energy, extra fire, and that is really, really good from him. I love that.
Now this was the point where in their season opener, the Smash had the early lead, were up 18-9, and from there things started to unravel. They're finding themselves in the same position tonight. Let's see if they've learned their lesson. We'll do a little bit better maintaining this lead. Ayupovic certainly locked in. As we see a substitution, William Bushimuka going to be in, give Ayupovic a rest. And Juan Carlos Aguilar, who did not see a lot of singles action, but was really a star in doubles, gets his first action of the night for the Sting.
Juan Carlos has got to be happy to be out here. He really loves team formats. He went to school. He went to 2 different schools. He went to A&M. He went to TCU. He played Davis Cup for both Bolivia and for Canada. So this team environment is somewhere where he really thrives. And so I'm excited for him to have his time to shine here on this court because I'm sure he's been really waiting for it.
William Bushimuka also played Davis Cup himself, so loving the team environment. Very powerful game when things are going. Looked really solid in the season opener. Just going to get a little bit of extra playing time with Benjamin Locke inactive tonight. Trying to find his range. No warm-up at Intense. You go right in and play. It's different for these players. Where in traditional tennis, they get time to warm up. We'll see who can find the first. 22-14 for the smash. A couple miss hits. We'll see how long Bushimuka is going to be allowed to stay in here. If she's going to let him warm up, find his rhythm, or will she put Miles Clark in to get his first action of the night?
And we see her kind of showing him, take your time, slow down, settle in. And I appreciate when the coaches let their players take a moment. I think it's unfair when they only play for a minute or even under that because it's so hard to be thrown into something where you haven't played much and just be expected to play great. I think that's unrealistic. So I'm excited to see him kind of just settle in a little bit.
Winning definitely easier when you're winning, which the Smasher are, so you get a little bit of room for error. Bushimuka getting rewarded for that. Big kick serve into the forehand, but even better return by Charlie. Final seconds of this first 10-minute men's singles ball. 3, 2. Just misses that serve wide. And that will be the end of the ball. Aguilar trying to argue that it was in, but nope, that serve was just out, and it's going to be a point for the Smash, and they're going to finish this first men's singles bowl with a 9-point lead. A great start if you're a team that's looking to bounce back after a loss. We'll be back shortly with the second men's singles bowl of the night.
We are here at Assembly. The Intense League has taken over.
What a defensive shot by Stites.
Fast, it's loud, and it's electric in here.
Oh my God! Red Panda! Oh, you a little nervous? You little shaky mustachio, man? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Unbelievable atmosphere out here.
Fire it up.
We got this!
Outriders are stunned. Oh my gosh, what a night. The Fortune, final point.
It's honestly the first time we played together, we killed it.
This was incredible.
This is absolutely insane.
Intense tennis, baby. It's tennis.
Welcome Welcome back, everybody, as we have the second men's singles both about to get started. But without missing any action, you can get some really cool merch. Scan that QR code or visit www.intense.com to get all the fresh gear for the teams in 2026. Look at that merch right there. I'm a little bit biased towards the Smash colors. How about you, Maria?
I don't know. They all look pretty clean. I gotta get my hands on some merch too.
Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, JY.
You can pick, and it won't be like your favorite team.
You know what? Like I said, I'm rooting for everyone. I'm not gonna be biased towards anyone here, JY.
Boring. Then second men's singles both about to get underway. Smash have a 9-point lead. Finn Merget has the racket back in hand. Juan Carlos Aguilar also as well. Let's see which one will go in, and it will be Merget. Bushimuka going to stay in. He's starting to get a little bit of a rhythm. Doing just good enough to stay in there. Unlimited coaching here. As you can see, Coach Rachi on the side there getting her final coaching in before Bushimuka serves. Final men's singles both before the women take the court for their women's singles. Then in all three doubles formats will finish the night. A little bit of a different Finn Merget here, trying to work the point with a heavier forehand. Going to sneak into the net. Angle volley winner. Bushimuka's there. Goes back. Finn Merget down the line. Misses it. Point Smash.
And what a great point, especially here we want to see everyone moving in and to see both players inside the court, neck and neck, figuring it out, you know, tug of war. How can I move you before you move me? And we saw that there. I want to see more and more of that tonight. And what a huge serve from Bushimuka. He's definitely settling in. He looks very confident right now.
Loosening up after a couple missed hits. 11-point lead for the Smash. That's a big serve, but Merget does a great job returning. Going to try to open up the court with an angle. Sets up the opening down the line. Bushimuka takes it.
Great energy from Team Smash. I really hope that they keep that this entire night. Great heavy ball to set that up for himself. And Bushimuka just going Mach 10 down the line, feeling better and better every second he gets to play out here.
Usually when you're returning in this format with one serve, you feel like you're more on the offense when you're returning. Merget on the defense, just trying to hang in there. And there's that offense on the return. Bush playing some great tennis to get started. This is what the Smash we're looking for. We know what we're probably going to get from Ejupovic, but what are you going to get from Miles Clark and William Bushimuka? Are they going to step up and help Elmar? Bushimuka's doing that right now. Big forehand puts Merget on the run. One more point for the Smash.
And such good acceleration on Bush's forehand. He really is able to release and let it go. And Bolivian Juan Carlos Aguilar is back in. We'll see how these guys match up with Bushimuka being so powerful, Juan Carlos being really crafty and getting to a lot of balls.
Serve and volley opportunity. He had it, but he missed it. Charlie's going to serve it down by 12. Serving out wide directly to the Bushimuka forehand. Charlie trying to get inside of the court, but Bushimuka defends well. Gets another opportunity, but not good enough. Both players staying neutral until Bushimuka misses that.
Good to see him looking for forehands. I think that maybe was a bit of a stretch. He was all the way off the court to hit a forehand there. And if you are quick enough to get to the other side, that's okay. But I'd like to see him taking more backhands if it's so far off the court.
7 minutes left. Bushimuka can stay in. Aggressive return. Charlie handles it extremely well. Backhand into the net. A few points in a row now for the Sting.
And when you start feeling really comfortable hitting a bigger ball, you try to go for more and more and more. And I hope that Bushimuka realizes that and is like, hey, I don't have to hit the ball as hard as I can like he is there in order to gain advantage, because he was doing just fine, just hitting really good targets.
Yeah, these are neutral ball unforced errors. Aguilar not having to do much, getting some free points. That one plays it a little bit more aggressive. We're talking about 6 points in a row, 5 points in a row for this thing, 30-23. And the Smash are going to take their second time out of the night before this goes on any further.
Let's go. You got it. Let's go. Come on. Hey, you did so good. You did so good. Hey, it's okay. great. One at a time. Okay, you did great. You're doing great. You're starting so good. Good job, Will. Good job.
And she's so positive.
I love what
and you love that
Edjupovic
as
was
a
doing
player.
there. You know, in this no warm-up, format of tennis, grabs the second racket with extra weight on it, just does a couple shadow swings so that when he gets to his normal racket, it's a lot lighter. So he warms up a lot quicker. One of the first players I've seen so far this season do something extra to really warm up besides just getting on the bike back there.
At this rate, when you're always on the sideline, you never know when you're going to be put in. That's such a smart play, and honestly, anything you do can help, even if you're just bouncing around the whole time and not just standing in place. Just keep yourself warm, keep the blood flowing.
Beautiful backhand by Edjupovic, finds that forehand inside in. Aguilar goes right at it. Another backhand for Edjupovic to step in, and that's a forced error point smash.
Wait for him to work through that point.
You guys, Elmar here with the 21 points so far in the first two bolts here. And JY, I know what a big one-handed backhand kind of guy, even though that one goes into the net there on his forehand side. I asked him when he started doing that because it wasn't at the beginning when he first picked up a racket. He did not switch to one-handed backhand until he was 14. And I thought that was interesting because you, of all people, can talk about that kind of an adjustment.
Well, before I talk about that adjustment, Aguilar with a +2 drop shot winner, getting things rolling for the Sting. And yes, to switch to a one-handed backhand is one of the most difficult things a player can do when you're a teenager. So for Edjupovic to have that's remarkable.
Did you start right away with a one-e?
Oh my gosh, my parents said they would kick me off the court if I used a two-handed backhand.
Really?
Yeah, they were as traditional as it gets.
Big Federer fans?
Just old school, Guillermo Vilas, actually. My dad had a one-handed backhand, my mom had a one-handed backhand, and I'm glad that Edjupovic is continuing that tradition as there's not many of us left. He's helping his team with a 33-26 lead. That's not going to help. Fault point for the Sting. That's Edjupovic's third fault of the night. He's just so good when he's at the back fence, but not deep enough. Aguilar comes in overhead, and Edjupovic could not touch it. So close, but 2-point winner for the Sting.
And that's that ball down the middle that I talked about earlier. It's so effective because if you're on the run, you try to guess either side. You never guess middle. And look how fired up Charlie is.
You see, Edjupovic signaled something over to the sideline. I wonder if he's calling in for a substitution himself. Miles Clark looks to be warming up. The Stinger gaining some momentum. Aguilar tries to defend. Edjupovic angles that backhand wide, losing a little bit of control. I'm really interested to see this because Clark had just been standing there for the last 25 minutes. I haven't seen him move a thing. This is going to be tough for him. Let's see if he can step up as he's going to chip this first return long. I think he's in a tough position, or he knows something about himself that I don't know.
Not only I don't think it's the right time, but he also hasn't played at all this season, and coming out from a loss for the team and then putting a guy in with 3 minutes left, 3 minutes and 37 seconds left, it's definitely a gamble. It 100% is.
And the smash went from a 12-point lead, now a 1-point deficit. Sting have all the momentum as Charlie Aguilar is stepping it up for them. Tries to unload on that backhand from the back corner, misses it long.
And I really didn't think Bushimuka was playing poorly at all. I think he was just going a little too big, and he still has 6-7 minutes on the clock. So, I don't know.
Aguilar serves and volleys. Actually had a good look, but hits it. Clark is going to have his first serve of the night, also his first serve of the season. That's a great serve considering the pressure he's under. Gets into a neutral rally with Aguilar. Aguilar's trying to find his one-handed backhand. Could not find it, loses the point. All tied up. You see how the smash handled this. Very similar to their opening night loss. Early lead, gave it up, and then things ran away. Same things are happening right now against a very confident Sting team. Clark goes for the drop shot, brings Aguilar in. gives the smash back the lead. He's starting to warm up, play some better tennis.
Something that concerns me a little bit is that Team Sting, all the ladies are really starting to get warmed up for their turn coming up here in 2 minutes. But on Team Smash, they have their horns and they're cheering, which is awesome. But at the same time, they need to stay warm and remember that the task at hand is to go play good tennis.
Miss hit serve by Aguilar. Smash 37-36. Smash on the far side. Sting on the near side. Clark looking calm and collected as he gets lined up to serve. Great serve. Aguilar's going to find a way to put it in play. Uses his one-handed backhand. Aguilar's trying to get above the shoulder. Clark does a great job. He's finding his rhythm. Going to step inside, try to play some offense, but overhits it long. Chip return by Clark. Aguilar runs him out there. Instead of slicing, hits it. Topspin ball long. Sting back with the lead.
And I'd like to see Clark slice a little bit more because it is so effective in slowing things down here, especially when you are down. Even if it's 1 point, you only have a minute on the clock. You want to slow down the points a little bit. I like that slice much better, but really good one from Charlie, too. Slice battle here. They listen to me.
Slice to slice battle. Aguilar sneaks in, puts pressure. Point for the Sting. Well struck ball, but still long. 40-37. Final 35 seconds before women's singles comes up for their 2 10-minute sessions. Return into the net. Stinger getting fired up. 4-point lead again.
And how come Ayupovic is not back in? I don't understand. He still has a minute and a half that he could have played.
Maybe
he has his racket in hand.
Maybe just the fitness wasn't there. Gassed himself out. Aguilar comes in, serving volley. Oh, great lob by Clark. +2 winner for the smash. Fist pump 4-3. He's going to try to just, yeah. That was a very smart play. Just let the clock run out. The Sting, though, after being down 12, take the lead by 2. Give us your thoughts on that men's singles portion.
Well, Sting has just played really solid. I don't think they're doing anything extraordinary, but nothing bad either, while the smash is either playing insane points or not great points, and that's where it's evening out. So the Sting is just holding their ground and staying calm, and that's, I think, where the 2-point lead is coming from.
Yeah, we'll see how the Smash are going to handle this roller coaster that's been going back and forth. I agree, the Sting have just playing some really rock-solid tennis. He's been just doing a great job. Merget did okay. Aguilar really stepped in and started to do even better. And that's the biggest key of the night. Just there's been no dip in the level of the Sting, so that anytime the Smash make a run, they also give it right back thanks to the solid play of the Sting. And now we get to go courtside with Aguilar, who's with Kelly Kroll right now.
Well, I was just asking how many points you finished with. You don't know, but it was enough to get your group back into this one and be on top right now. What was working for you out there, you felt like?
Yeah, the first time I went on court, it's not the easiest. You're coming in with like 3 minutes left. I haven't hit balls in like 30 minutes. So I was a little nerves. I didn't play my best last week, but I knew I was eventually going to find it once I got my rhythm. And I think in the second ball, once I started feeling the ball a little better, I was pretty confident I was going to find my level again. And just happy. I was happy if we finished that ball even, but I guess we have a little lead, so I'm confident the girls are going to get it done now.
What's the trickiest part about staying warm and being warm the second you're called upon? Because it's a very different format in that sense.
Yeah, it's very different. I usually warm up like half an hour before my matches. I have about 10 minutes before I jump in the court, so I'm like pretty warm. This is completely different. Like you said, didn't hit for 30 minutes. Came in, haven't been playing a lot of matches lately, coming back from injury. So not the easiest, but I'm confident I'm going to keep finding it. And as the weeks went by, and let's get the win first today.
Well, you certainly did. Now you got to warm up the vocal cords and cheer on the ladies, okay?
Yes, we'll do. And then, yeah, we're going to get it done. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. It's so cool to see Charlie being so candid there about how tough it is to come out when you're a little bit cold and how quickly you need to figure it out. We'll see how he can cheer on the ladies coming up.
Welcome back to a beautiful night in Atlanta, Georgia. Saturday night primetime show. The Stinger taking on the Smash. Men's singles have just finished up their 2 10-minute singles bolts. And now the women are going to take the court for their 2 10-minute women's singles bolts. Sting have been leading by 2. Smash had a 12-point lead, gave it up. Now it's a battle back and forth. Tanya Sosnouskaya, the very first female chosen in the 2026 draft, takes the court. And then on the other side of the court, power hitting Delaney Hewitt goes up against her.
And great choice, I think, for Tanya to be chosen as number 1. She was last year's MVP here at the Intense League. But Delena's not an easy out whatsoever. If she connects, she has such a powerful game. Look at that serve that she's able to hit. But that's what happens sometimes. If she's going for a little bit too much, she can get mistakes. I want to see her having big targets and using that world-class power that she has.
And there the dampener flies off the racket. 5, 4, 3, 2. She goes for the quick underhand serve. I don't know why they didn't just use a substitution just to give the time. She gives up a point. So, you know, the dampener, which is on the strings, that helps dampen the vibration when the ball connects with the strings. A lot of players don't like that. It can also help with some elbow problems. It flew off the racket for Tanya, and so she had to go back and pick it up. But there's unlimited substitutions in Intense. They could have taken her out. She stayed in and had to go for the quick serve because the clock was running down on her. Missed at 3-point. And now the Stinger have a 44-41 lead.
And she's looking really confident. She didn't have a great opening night. Could have been nerves, could have been pressure following up what she did last year. But tonight she's looking way better.
What a forehand return.
Wow. That's really, really good from Delena.
Love the way she hits that return and keeps on walking like, what? Like, this is just what I do.
And it is just what she does. That's just the demeanor that Delena has too. And it's cool to see her kind of expect that from herself and go for it. And look at her. She's just very nonchalant and kind of wears her heart on her sleeve. When she's not happy, we will be able to see that. So.
Great serve out wide, getting a lot of free points off her serve. And that's something we've seen, that the women in singles sometimes struggle with that one serve. So you have somebody serving like that. That is a huge bonus. Never mind.
What a beautiful service motion that she has, though. She just needs to make sure she's using her legs. From a fellow tall girlie, sometimes you get ahead of yourself and you think you don't really need to use your legs when you absolutely do.
Fault the other way. Sosnouskaya gives it back. Smash now have a 1-point lead. This is a ball game that is just going back and forth. Both teams are now trying to figure it out after they each made their own runs. Huge forehand inside in. Sosnouskaya slides there. Hewitt gets another huge forehand opportunity. Winner for the Smash.
And that's Delena's favorite shot. If she can get around her forehand and hit either an inside out or an inside in, she feels so comfortable there. Look at her setting her feet and just taking a step in and cutting at it, and just so good from her.
Forehand inside out long. Jessica Hinojosa is going to be stepping in for Sosnouskaya. Hewitt just punishes that serve. Tough to come in on your first serve of the night and hit a big serve. Even worse when you go up against a power hitter like Hewitt, as she's just waiting to pounce.
And Hinojosa is such a consistent player, but doesn't create that much power. And so if she's able to make a lot of balls to make Delena miss, that's going to be great. But if she can't just put enough pace on the ball and gives Delena a chance to step in, that will not work in her favor, like we see there.
Tries to defend on the run, but not good enough. Smash with a 4-point lead. Fault gives the point back. That's going to be her third of the night. Good forehand inside in. Hinojosa defends extremely well. Deep down the center, jams Hewitt, and she's going to miss it long.
Delena just falling back a little bit on that forehand. We want to see her moving forward as much as possible, using that power that she can create.
Tries to unload on that backhand. Instead, she just gives a quick hello to Universal Production Services billboard on the back. Smash lead now down to 1.
trading faults back and forth here a little bit.
Now this is the part where we're going to see a substitution from Hewitt, starting to really misfire. It's not that she's just missing, but she's really lost control, missing shots by 3 to 7 feet sometimes. She's got the power, but it's just getting out of there. She's not covering the ball enough. You know, she's just getting under the ball too much, but not using that wrist to get it to drop. Clean contact, but it's just sailing because there's not enough spin to drop it. Adriana Riami is going to step in for her to try to settle that team down. NC State alumni, family from Argentina. She's going to bring in a big, tough grind matchup opportunity against Hinojosa.
And Riami is a grinder, but she has very flat strokes compared to Hinojosa, who is also a grinder, but a little bit heavier of a ball, more velocity. And look at that, the way she steps in, that is so good, hitting the ball behind her there, and gets a 2-pointer for her team.
Sting back up by 2. Take a look at great inside-out forehand, the way she closes her right away. The vision to understand what was going to happen with her original shot is what makes these pros so good. The understanding of what's going to happen as Riami's going to try to go from neutral to offense, and Hinojosa misses the backhand long. A lot of neutral unforced errors from both players right now, both teams actually, as Smash have had some Riami-Hewitt action in women's singles. Good forehand inside in. Doesn't need to come to the net, and Hinojosa misses that wide. Tied one more time.
And Hinojosa being a little bit shorter of a player, the more Riami can pick on that, the better. If she can get the ball a little bit more wide, make her move. Her wingspan's not as long, so she won't be able to reach those wide balls quite as well, but that's not going to do it. Riami needs to get the ball more off the court instead of through the court.
Riami runs around, but doesn't really attack. So now Hinojosa is very comfortable in the neutral backhand to backhand rally. Riami now brings in the slice game. Defends extremely well, but so does Hinojosa. Sets up the forehand inside out. Forced error point for the Smash.
Beautiful point.
We get a timeout for the Sting.
Let's go. On.
It's time to ask yourself, do you think you can really be out there?
Hey, what's your number? What's your number?
Well, it's time to find out what our
27.
Goodbye, folks.
Hey, stay ready. Yes. Hey, good job. Stay ready. Let's go. Hey, you just got to be solid.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go. But play your game. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
I felt like I was so far behind the baseline.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Come on. Yeah, but just give me like 2 or 3 really solid minutes, okay? Right here. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
Tanya Sosnowskaya is going to get back in for Jessica Hinojosa. She's asking for 2 solid minutes, but I think Sting have done a really good job with just playing some really solid tennis the entire night.
I agree. They've just played well enough to be up at this point, and tied up. At least they're not going down by a lot. The doubles always makes a big difference in these formats, but Riami does look good, and she's hurting all of her opponents on that backhand side when she can step in on the forehand. So that's what I want to keep looking at, is her attacking to the ad side.
Riami was going to serve on the wrong side, so in Intense, when you hit a clean winner, it counts as 2 points, but you got to go back and serve all on the same side, because if the score adds up to an even number, you play that on the do side. If the score adds up to an odd number, you go to the add side. A couple points in a row for the Smash. The Sosnowskaya is going to go really far back, try to play some steady tennis. But sometimes when you just try to play consistent tennis, you actually miss more because you're too focused on just putting it in, as opposed to, hey, just hit your shots, trust yourself. And if you do what you need to do, you're going to make it. You're going to be consistent as it is.
Right, I don't mind her accelerating the same amount, just aiming 3 or 4 feet further into the baseline like she did there. That was a lot better. She didn't hit the ball softer, she just had a much better target.
That's a good release backhand. She missed it, but that's a very good hit. Let's see if that's a sign of better things to come for her. Another great return, forces the air long. Now she's got a little pep in her step, looking confident. Tries to accelerate. I thought it was good acceleration, but don't go down the line. Go back cross court there. There was nothing in that space that said it was time to go down the line, especially from down below the net.
Putting a lot more weight into her ball, as we see there. Now she's moving Adriana around, and she's looking better. That's just really, really good tennis from her, and she's right back to the line, ready to serve it a little faster.
Final 35 seconds as we take a second look at Sasnouskaya setting up that big forehand, and then finishes it off with the winner, but gives it 1 point back with the serve fault. Real Madrid serve. They have a 3-point lead, but they'd like to try to maintain going into their second women's singles bowl. Kick out wide. Great return by Sasnouskaya in the deep corner. This will probably be the final point before we take a short break. And great backhand approach, winner for the Sting. And that will do it for this first women's singles bowl. We're going to go all tied up, neither team really being able to pull away. When we come back, the women's singles take the court one more time. Stay with us. Intense is brought to you by Solaris, the founding partner and official focus and education partner of Intense.
I'm sorry, I broke your mic.
I love that center line athletic mic'd up moment where she accidentally dropped the mic, and that might be the last we hear of her the night. So, 63-63, all tied up. Delana Hewitt back in play, see if she can get some of that early play that started off very well for her. Lost control a little bit, see if she can rein it back in.
Hopefully Delana settled a little bit while she sat out, and just she needs to realize how unbelievable of a game that she has and all of these new things that she can unlock if she just plays with bigger targets. I think she can be so erratic sometimes, and then sometimes just plays like she's #1 in the world. So she needs to find a little bit of a balance in between the two.
Huge serve. That's going to be very exciting for the smash to see. They didn't have a lot of margin for error, so we'll see if she can maintain that. Sometimes they get rewarded for a big serve, but it's not something that will be consistent enough, and it hurts them on the back end. And she really goes for it. Lands in, steps inside for that forehand down the line, and that's going to be a +2 winner. And never mind. The referee is going to overrule that call. That ball was out for the serve. Let's see if we can take a look at it from here. Yeah, that does look wide. That does look wide. And if you can see it from this angle, then it was probably even clearly farther wide. So, yeah. We do have electronic line calling by Hawkeye, but
Replay the
the
point.
chair official there does have the ability to overrule it in case there is a big mistake. I agree with Walker.
Yes, no, that was definitely out, but what a way to bounce back for Big D. She said, you know what, I lost 1 point, here's 2.
Smash maintaining a 4-point lead. Hewitt lines up. Big one more time. Great return by Sasnouskaya. Can overspin that wrong. I think we're going to get a substitution as Marina Daptian is going to be coming in. She's going to see her first action of the season, look incredibly well in practice, earn a spot in tonight's active lineup. We'll see how she does with this serve right here. Spins it in. Hewitt attacks. She defends extremely well. Oh, Hewitt going to try to overpower her, but great counter punching, great defense right back. Drop shot. Wow.
Wow, and what a point there from Masha, especially having not played yet at all this season and not having played tonight and coming out and playing such a powerful player. What a point from her.
Kick that sits up a little bit. Hewitt's going to step inside, +2 winner for the smash.
Sat up just a little bit too much, and I think she's just settling in. You can't blame her for that. As she plays more and more, she can start accelerating more on that serve.
Yeah, beautiful service motion, has the spin that you want to see for it to be reliable. As we see a return drop shot winner for the Sting. Kick serve one more time, shoulder starting to loosen it up, but unfortunately sails it long. 7 minutes left.
Masha actually did not accidentally hit that. It looked like she was for sure going for it.
Hewitt with a fault, 6 of the night. Kick serve up to Hewitt backhand, but not enough. Gives Hewitt the opportunity to attack. Puts Daptian on the run. Look at Hewitt just driving balls extremely well, but it's tough. When the ball gets low below the net, you got to take some pace off, use more spin. She couldn't find that balance point for the Sting. Slight serve into the forehand, but not good enough. Comes right back strong.
You definitely want to serve on the Delena backhand or actually go body as much as you can since she is so tall. Don't give her any angles. Delena needs to make a few more serves here. She's hit 7 faults tonight. That's definitely not helping her case.
Those serves are going right into the strike zone of Hewitt. But if Daptian can return 1 or 2 balls back, it seems like Hewitt is struggling to maintain that consistency. Smash lead is down to 1. There's that body serve, but Hewitt is able to move aside, create some space, finds herself in a good rally here. Daptian's going to bring her in. Hewitt's going to get there. Overspins it long. Point one more time for the Sting, and they're tied up as Max Benson fired up off the bench. Great clean hit, but just doesn't get the spin. She's really struggling to get the ball down tonight.
And Daptian just so scrappy. She's getting to every ball. I like that she's using the drop shot too. She knows the player that she's playing and she knows how to play them. And now Delena is just kind of going for broke and going for way too big of a shot. And we have a substitution, which I think definitely makes sense.
Stanislava Bavrikanova in for the first time tonight. Going to bring a different game style than Hewitt. Works the point a lot more. One of the best players to ever come out of university in North Alabama. Going to try to bring some of that success to the smash. We're going to see some longer rallies with both of these players inside the court as they're comfortable mixing it up. Stas gets a chance to hit some offense and hits that forehand winner down the line.
And Stas building her points so well there. She didn't try to go for so much. She's kind of learning from her teammate Delena there. Like, I don't have to go for too much and go from broke. I just need to, she tried to get a heavy ball there, bigger target, and then step in.
Jessica Hinojosa stepping in for Marina Daptian. Great performance by Daptian, but now they want to bring Hinojosa in. Well, Vrikanova gives some of these points back with some simple errors. aggressive forehand by Hinojosa. Stas defends extremely well, steps in for the drop shot, just doesn't execute. Hinojosa forehand approach down the line, +1 for the Sting.
Just not a good enough drop shot, and absolutely no disguise on that. You gotta disguise it, you gotta aim a little bit shorter in the box and follow it.
Serve into the forehand, but that is going to be her second fault of the night. That toss getting too far in front for Stas. Point the other way. 3-point lead for the Sting. Final 3 minutes before men's doubles gets to take the court. This time goes more body backhand. Both hitting with very big margins, staying away from the sideline. And Joseph finding an opportunity to play aggressive, but hits it into the net. Both players very comfortable playing neutral with the kick serve there. And just even too fast for Stas as the point goes back the other way. At Intense, you don't have to wait for the returner to be ready. But we've seen how sometimes the servers aren't ready themselves. Heavy forehand cross court, but Hinojosa defends well. Both players are very comfortable playing neutral tennis. It's can they then take an offensive opportunity when they have it?
And both have such Western grips, so their racket is turned a lot more. That's a great ball by Hinojosa. But if you can go hard through the forehand, sometimes they struggle to get that ball up and then down. So that's what I'm looking at here.
Final 2 minutes. 5-point lead for the Sting. Hinojosa very comfortable moving backwards right away. Stas overhits that ball. Coach Hamburg is going to try to tell her to settle in. We got a 6-point lead. Slow down. Use the clock. Find that good service rhythm that gets you in a good mental state. Executes very well. Hinojosa clearly targeting that forehand, but doesn't do a good enough job. Hewitt's going to come back in. We'll see if she's under control. She seems to start off very well, and then once she starts to get in that second, third minute is when she loses control. So she has another good start here. It could be what the Smash need as they get into mixed doubles.
It's so true. When she comes in, she seems actually so loose, but then the more she starts playing, it's almost like she starts overthinking it, and she really doesn't have to. She just has to go out and swing, but just big, big targets.
Great serve, but Hinojosa defends well. He would try to attack, but into the net. Let's see who can finish strong for this final minute. Get some momentum going in for the men when doubles comes up. A lot of 2-pointers to be racked up there. Great return by Hewitt down the center.
Great return down the middle. Such a safe shot, especially with her power. She can play through people, and it's a shot she needs to use more and more there. What a great slice serve, but I like even more that she was stepping in after that and following that to the net.
Great serve one more time. Hinojosa defends really well. Big aggressive forehand, close but just long. Great aggressive return. Tries to come in like you suggested. That's just a good dipper on the run to get it down low and make Hewitt think twice. But the Sting are going to have an 86-81 lead as we get into men's doubles. But talk to us a little bit about women's singles.
I think the inconsistencies of Delana Hewitt kind of hurt their team a little bit. There isn't a huge difference in score, but there could have been a difference in score in their favor if Delana was more consistent on her end. So I'm interested to see how the doubles goes.
Yeah, both teams are going to be happy to be in this position right now after both had some lead, lost it, got it back. Men's doubles are going to be coming up with a Smash. They're still looking for their first win of the season. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back to the final night of Week 2 at the Intense 2026 Intense League. The Sting are taking on the Smash in the first of our doubleheader. It's been back and forth with all the men's and women's singles, 86-81 for the Sting. As we look at the entire schedule, started off on Wednesday, where the Smash has struggled to get in their season opener. Fortune staying undefeated. Ridge, Outriders, a battle that came down in the final minute. Rise did a great job last night bouncing back after their first loss of the season in Week 1. And tonight now the Smash are going to see if they can put a win on the board for themselves. And it's been back and forth with men's and women's singles. Neither team really being able to have big enough runs. And now we're here in this position where doubles is going to be huge.
Absolutely. Doubles is going to make the entire difference here. Both teams kind of level here because they haven't played great, they haven't played bad, but they've just played very okay enough to kind of stay close together. But in doubles, one team needs to be better than the other. And I think we're going to see a big dip here for someone. So I'm not sure who, but I'm excited to see it.
Well, no surprise, we're going to see Murget and Aguilar in, as last time they came in, they won their men's doubles both 34-22, huge +12 that really propelled them to that big win in Week 1. They're going to try to ride that wave. The Smash, we're looking to be a really strong team in doubles, but Benjamin Locke did not play well in that first week. Now he's out for the night, so Willem Bushamuka is getting some extra playing action. Ejupovic, we know we're going to get from him. We see he's going to be solid, but can he be great tonight?
Murget, Aguilar have had so much practice playing together, and that helps so much in this format, right? In college tennis, yes, you play with your teammate and you know your plays and stuff like that, but here even more so because you don't have time to talk about it. You don't really have time to show each other signals. You have to just kind of feel it. So I'm kind of giving them the edge here a little bit.
This Sting are going to be serving it up. Murget's going to start. Charlie Aguilar at the net. They don't have big size, but man, can they crush the ball, and they're going to be fast at the net looking to poach. Bushamuka's going to start to return for it on the far side. Ejupovic. And they're going to serve on the wrong side, 86-81. And I think that's, yeah, 86-81. Odd number, you got to serve to the ad side. So traditional tennis, you start every game off on the deuce side, and that there's a little bit of confusion there. They got to get used to this format as everything continues, everything adds up. And so now there's a good response by Murget. It's the Sting 5-point lead. They're on the near side. Aguilar kicks out wide but misses it.
And they did lose that point, right, JY, for not serving on the right side, because in traditional tennis, we always redid the point.
Body forehand return, handles it extremely well. And his forehand is his dominant weapon, but today he's misfiring on it, and that's tough. When your best weapon isn't there, what can you do to still help your team win? We have some time to find out. Aguilar handles it extremely well, but great vision and move by Bushamuka.
Moved early enough to where he was able to move across, but not too early to where Charlie could see him, so that's perfect timing for him.
Kick wide directly to the Murget forehand. Great volley by Bushamuka. Had to get down and get a little bit of cut slice to get that over the net to drop. Did it extremely well, smashed within one. Kick once again, Aguilar goes down the line. Smartly's got to keep him honest. Great return.
And if El Popo can use his spins from the baseline and Bushamuka could really get in there at the net, I think that's going to make for really good doubles. They're definitely going to use that one.
That's going to be Murget's first fall to the night at a tough moment. Trying to maintain the lead, try to pull away. Bushamuka to serve, goes right at the Aguilar forehand. Thought that return was going out, he decides to hit it, he misses the volley. Kick up to the Bushamuka backhand. Murget putting a lot of pressure, moving there, forces a return into the net. The server's partner is so important in doubles. It's not just how well you serve, but how much pressure that net person can push. Ejupovic, great return. Aguilar, great reflex back.
Charlie so close to the net. Sometimes all you got to do there is put your racket out, and that was exactly what he did in doubles. It's not about trying to hit the ball hard. It's just placing it in a small margin.
Great return down the line, but Murray ready. Aguilar once again. Volley. Let's go, Sting. This thing looked like a team that's ready to just explode off the bench. And Jupovic is not going to let that happen. Beautiful one-handed return cross court. Not enough acceleration there. Lined it up well, but just did not accelerate ball sails long.
Body in doubles, really accelerate. Goes through them. You're probably not going to hit any aces. Charlie being so imposing there, just taking over the middle, giving Popo no space to return that ball.
Smash struggling to find their rhythm on the return. And the Smash are going to take a little bit of a timeout to just kind of settle them in. Missing a couple returns.
How do you feel? Yes. Yeah. Don't feel rushed. That's...
Don't need to come to the net.
Yeah.
Just like stay on the baseline and rally. We have both foot on the baseline.
Exactly. Don't overcomplicate it, okay? When you are crossing, when you're at the net, try to look at the person in the back to see what they're doing. And when they make contact, that's when you go, okay? That's when you can be a little bit more risky. I know it's the opposite, right? You're used to looking at the volley person. But trust me, try to do that and see. Don't go so early because then you leave the thing. So you're good. Let's go, guys. Come on. Keep the energy up, okay? Let's go.
Good job. Let's go, Dave. Let's go.
All right. Interesting is when you're returning, you're the returner's net partner. A lot of times you want to look at the net player of the server because that is going to tell you if they're poaching or not, and that's going to keep you ready. If you look at the server, you don't know what the server's partner is going to do, and that's the first person you need to worry about because if they poach and you don't see that, you're toast.
Yeah, most of the time you want to look at the guy at the net because that is who you're playing against, why the guys at the baseline are playing against each other. And she did say not to move that early because he might pass you. I disagree. I think you want to move early, and if he passes you down the line, that's too good. But make him hit that down the line. Force him to hit a ball that beats you.
Yeah, and Buchamuka admitted that how much the Sting are moving at the net. And I think that was an opportunity there. Look, you can't focus on them. In returns, the way these players serve, they have a great reflex volley. Buchamuka is going to get 2 points back with the overhead. You pick your spot, you hit it, that's it. End of story. If they move and they're there, that's too good on them. But even then, you just got to, you pick your spot and go.
And your spot can be down the middle or at the guy's chest or at the guy's feet. It doesn't mean that your spot is going as hard as you can on the line. That's not realistic. In doubles, it's small margins. You hit wherever you can, and then you're quick.
97-91, Sting on the near side. Starting to develop a little bit of momentum. Smash feeling it, trying to hold him off. This is a big moment. Murgit, great return at the hands of Ejupovic. I think as we see Miles Clark on the sideline, racket is not in hand. These are probably the two players we're going to see for the next 5 minutes for the Smash. Goes right at the body. Great return by Ejupovic. Going to redirect down the line. Aguilar just saves a huge point, and he's everywhere right now, defending extremely well, but Ejupovic holding steady as well. Aguilar finally unloads. Miscommunication by Buchamuka. Missed the middle there. I think he was worried about a cross-court return and gave up the middle, and that's a +2 for the Sting. Aguilar's going to serve quick. And again, tried to go so quick, he himself couldn't gather himself, point back the other way.
But I think it's important to note that you never win those type of points down the middle. So the fact that Charlie's able to do that means that Buchamuka is giving way too much of the middle. That's a great shot by El Popo, but Bush needs to go. He needs to take that middle away because they are down here because they're not being assertive enough.
Tension's really rising here in the arena. Both teams and the fans understanding this is a huge moment with only women's doubles and mixed doubles coming up. If the Sting can pull away, it's going to be tough. The Smash need to stay in it so that they have a shot on women's doubles. Big kick. Aguilar runs around and returning to the net. And the Sting are going to call a timeout. They have a 4-point lead. They get a little sloppy play there.
As soon as we come out of this break, let's get a break. Come on. Hey, we're good. Yep, let's go. Just be solid, ride the wave when you guys need to, okay? Hey, right here. Yes, let's go. Let's go.
Didn't look like too much of a coaching timeout, but more of a momentum shift timeout. And it's so cool here because you kind of choose when you want to change momentums, whereas in traditional tennis, you don't really have an option. You need to figure it out for yourself. So I like that. Nat Dogg just saying, hey, let's just hang out for a minute here. Let's just chill.
Yeah, in traditional tennis, players don't do anything like random injury timeouts or random bathroom breaks to stop momentum. No. They just play by the rules.
They sure would love to.
Edjupovic, good serve, reflex. Bushimuka again missed another volley. They're able to hold on strong. Big aggressive serve, went a little bit flatter. Aguilar was expecting it to kick up as much and was not ready. And then just off the edge of the racket.
Different spin, and here it's fun because even though I always say serve body, you can serve body but change up the pace, change up your spins, and there I think he was just going too big and forgot to use his legs and go up to the ball, get a little bit more height over the net.
Murga, Aguilar, I formation. Aguilar's going to hold middle. Murga goes right. Aguilar poaches. Great job, point for the Sting.
And that's the importance of taking the middle. Charlie just feels so comfortable getting in there and taking that ball with no fear.
Another kick. That's the commitment to the down-the-line return. +2 for the smash. Vault's hurting the smash a little bit. That's going to be Bushimuka's first. Edjupovic has 5. Hewitt has 7. Double digits in the faults, just giving points away on serves. Big body backhand serve, forces that return very long. Way to change it up. They've been going short, kick wide, trying to get it above his shoulder, mix it up and jammed him.
And we see Charlie doing a lot of serve and volleying. He wants to be at the net, and that is so good. I do want to see Murget cover that alley just a little bit, though. I feel like he's getting passed a few times, especially when you have both players at the net on your opponents. You are going to go down the line quite a bit more. I think they need to sense that a little bit quicker here.
Body backhand return into the net. Smash within 1. Saudi's forehand this time. Aguilar defends. Murget responds. Point for the Sting.
Great stick of a volley there. He didn't even try to go for the 2-pointer, and I like that because sometimes you want to go for way too much. All he did was just see that, go straight to the feet. Good enough.
Good reflexes by Murget. Bushimuka angle winner.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful shot there. And a chest bump. We love that.
The smash have tied things up. Big things to the +2 winners being racked up by Bushimuka. Stepping up, rising up. 1-point lead for the smash. At the beginning of the night, we were wondering who's going to step up for them. For now, we have our answer.
And what
30 seconds.
Tight arc this has been this entire night. It's really just been one way, then the other way, but just so close in points.
Took out wide. Aguilar comes in, forehand down the middle, miss hits, but off the net. Edjupovic throws himself to the ground. That's going to be a +2 winner. Ooh, yeah, no touch.
Yeah, I do not think there was a touch there. I do think that was a 2-pointer.
That was an interesting moment because let's see if they get a little bit organized here. Because referee Walker Allen blew the whistle, said touch, or said no touch.
He said no touch.
I think he said no touch, but I think that whistle just kind of froze the smash just a little bit. And so then it just threw him off. Merget went with the quick serve. Now they got a 4-point lead as we have women's doubles are going to be coming up. It's a fun one to get Saturday night started. Welcome back, everybody. We've gone through all the men's and women's singles, and we just went through the first doubles of the night. Men's doubles, the Sting still holds a 3-point lead as the women's doubles have taken the court, and they're going to look to make their mark and try to help their team have a great Saturday night. Jessica Hinojosa warming up there with Tanya Sasnuskaya, sneaking in a few extra hits until they get ready for the court. Women's doubles are going to be coming up now, and it looks like Hinojosa and Sasnuskaya are going to start things off. Ryami and Hewitt are going to be in for the smash. And I wonder if Hewitt, I think she's got a big question mark. You know, which version are we going to get? The version that plays amazing for the first minute, or the one that for the last minute starts to fall apart and unravel? A lot of times in doubles, then your partner can kind of help you out. But I think that's going to be the X factor for the smash for the next 10 minutes.
Well, and Delina's going to try to serve big, return big, and move a lot at the net. So for her, sometimes it can be a little hit or miss if that's going to go amazing or if it's not going to go very well. We'll see which version we get.
Well, and we'll see who's got some extra thoughts that has been watching these teams going at it. Kelly Kroll is with Sloane Stevens, the Polish partner for the Rips.
Yes, someone who needs no introduction in these places. Back for coaching some more, aren't you, Sloane? But how are you enjoying, for once maybe, watching a team other than the Rips? A little less nerve-wracking?
Definitely a little less nerve-wracking and a little less loud in my ears. So, no, it's been really fun to watch. I think the team dynamics are so interesting because I'm just like nitpicking every single person. I'm like, oh, what are they doing? What are they doing? So it's nice to watch someone other than the Rips.
What are you nitpicking right now in the doubles? Because this is as close as it gets, really, back and forth.
Yeah, definitely. Like, these two teams are kind of going at it. There's been some like technicalities happening, so it's been really interesting. But I think like the body language is so interesting because when they start losing points, they get so down, and it's so fast paced that you can't really like get too down. So it's been interesting to see the girls sub and then now the men's doubles. So it's been interesting.
And you can't focus on one point because you're literally right into the next one. I know that's the same as tennis, but the clock changes that dynamic a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You're always rushing. I would not be good at this because it is way too fast for me. Like, I need time to think. So, no, it's really interesting because it does make you have to flush those bad points and those, like, the serves and things like that. So, it's definitely interesting, but I mean, they have to be strong. They have to be super resilient, and they have to keep going, right? You have to just get out of your mind and go to the next point. So all praise to them because I would be so stressed out.
Well, we'd love to see you in this format, first of all. But the Rips tonight, you were here for the last one. It was a heartbreaker. But what are you hoping to see from, of course, the teams here tonight?
Yeah, I think strategically they just have to change it up a little bit. I think it was the first match, so I think just kind of getting into the groove, figuring out everyone's strengths and weaknesses and how they play together as a team, and obviously like the girls versus the boys and the whole thing. So I think tonight will be a little bit different. I think coach is going to change his strategy up a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see. But of course, if not, I'll just be like, we shouldn't do that, guys. So
you'll let them hear it, right?
Yeah, definitely. I'll let them know. So we'll see. TBD. We'll see.
Okay, what a tease right there. Well, you look beautiful. We're so glad to have you back in the house tonight, Sloane. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
Women's doubles is underway. 111 to 109. Sting with a 2-point lead. We talked about how we were looking at the Delaney Hewitt story on the smash side for the Sting. We're going to be looking at Tanya Sasnouskaya, the first overall female pick of the 2026 draft, struggling tonight as she's -8 on the court. 20% of her serves have resulted in faults. That's not what you want from your superstar player. She's going to try to step it up as this night is coming to a close. Good poach by Hinojosa, +2 for the Sting.
And we saw earlier, Rami's trying to poach, which is great, but she's not really 100% committing to it. I think sometimes in doubles, it's literally just selling it. You don't have to hit the best volley ever, but you have to follow it. We saw her try and move, but just not commit to it enough.
Volley right there, a little miscommunication, unfortunate, as that's going to wind up as a +2 for the smash. Both were in position, but the communication in doubles so important, especially when the ball is going through the middle and who's got it. And these two did not communicate well, and it resulted in an important +2. As Hewitt going to try to go inside out forehand, but into the net.
Better to both go for the ball than neither of them go for the ball, especially here when you can lose 2 points. So everyone's got to be diving for that ball, trying to touch it.
Another great return by Hewitt, but better defense by Sasnouskaya. Rami could not take advantage on the poach. Rami runs around it. Sasnouskaya tries to drive it, but just sailed on it. Just hasn't found the type of tennis that made her so special last year.
She really kind of perked up on that backhand where she needs to just stay low, use all the pace that she's able to create, and just go through the ball. Not picking the racket up, but going forward.
Fault into the net. It's Hinojosa's third of the night. Hewitt with an aggressive body serve. Hinojosa was expecting the kick. Instead, it was a kick slice. Jammed her into the backhand. Great fluid motion, but just drops her head on it. Serving in the net. Hewitt's 8th of the night.
Dee has to use her height. Just stay up and then just let the arm do what it naturally does.
Big return down the line. Does touch it though, so only +1, but still Smash are going to love that power shot. It's going to lift their spirits.
Cutting it close with that time. She had 0 seconds on the clock when she threw her toss up.
Hewitt tries to poach, but doesn't control it. Volley long.
It's a little bit more of a stick. She drops her racket just a little on that backhand volley. Moving forward, always not sideways, and keeping that wrist strong.
So much power. I actually wonder if just too much power.
Yeah, I think there is too much power. I don't know if she needs to go high intention or the E-zone, the blue E-zone gives you so much power. Sometimes it's hard to control, especially when you're able to generate so much on your own.
Great reflex volley, poach, Sasnouskaya. There we go. That's why she's the #1 pick, 121-116. And you hit on something so important because her technique looks really good when she hits.
It does.
She looks in position, and yes, sometimes it could be the equipment that's just not the right fit. We'll see if that's something she ever tries to look at, as right now the Smash are down 4.
Nowadays, the equipment is so advanced in a way that is great for players, but can hurt players, because I think people think they need to go bigger, harder, whatever, but you probably don't need it. Stick with the basics, stick with what you're comfortable with. Don't make an equipment change when there's nothing wrong. Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Good serve wide. And Joseph just trying to hang in there. Those are some very tough shots from Hewitt, as Coach Hamburg is going to time out, have a conversation, have the Smash have brought it to within 1.
And then here's the thing, when Delaney gets the ball into her body on the back, it's like she's coming right at us at the net. Hey, we're okay. We're okay. Stay aggressive here. Okay? Okay?
I have the permission to like blast the ball.
Go for it, dude. I trust you. I trust you guys. Okay? Let's go. Let's go.
I like like that. That's what you need to hear as a player. If someone told me, I trust you, I felt on top of the world, and I trusted myself. Great coaching from Nat Dog.
Yeah, I mean, these players are professional athletes, but even then, just to hear those words from your coach, the confidence it can instill, it goes a lot farther than people think. And I'm going to be really interested to see how Hinta-Joseph and Sasnouskaya respond. Beautiful look at one of the most modern tennis arenas you'll ever find there. An incredible atmosphere here on a Saturday night. Sting maintaining a 1-point lead. Mixed doubles is going to be coming up next to finish off the night. It's been a very fun back and forth. Delaney Hewitt to serve on the far side to Sasnouskaya. Goes inside, and even then I thought that volley was going long. Hinta-Joseph takes it anyway, +2 for them.
It's funny here how in traditional tennis you want to leave all the balls that are going out, but here you actually want to take them if it opens you up for a 2-pointer. So good on Hinta-Joseph to realize that with all the little time that she has.
4 points in a row for the Sting. Smash. Look at that. One more poach. Let's go. Look at that rise. Sting coming fast. Good volley by Smash. Great response. +2 the other way. Within 5. Sasnouskaya going for the sliding splits. Trying to save it to only 1, but not enough. Oh, that's a response. Backhand winner down the line.
And that's the coaching of saying, I trust you, right? She's able to swing now. Before she was missing them a little too much because she wanted to go for it, but maybe she didn't trust it. And now she's saying, you know what? Let me just go.
Misses that wide. 129, 123. Level of play being picked up by both teams. Kick serve, James body forehand. You would thought Riami was going to go for it. Slow to move up. Missed opportunity, Sasnouskaya to serve. Open stance, backhand cross court. Riami tries to go. Hinta-Joseph poaches right off the back line. 4th winner for the Sting just in the last few minutes. Quick serve because the Smash is still arguing. They're going to miss that return. At some point, they got to move on. They're just becoming a distraction for themselves.
Got to just drop it. At the end of the day, it's not up to you to call it, and you got to trust your referee, and you got to move on.
10-point lead for the Sting. Biggest serve for Sasnouskaya she's hit all night. Gives the point back. Great pressure by Riami to make her think twice.
Sasnouskaya is very, very frustrated with herself, but Nat Dog's just saying, let's go, move on, next point.
Trying to get something together on the scoreboard. I think it's going to be an enjoyable timeout for the Smash. The Sting have really stepped it up since the words, I trust you. And it looked like to be a scoreboard issue. 133, 124. Riami to serve on the outside. Great kick serve out wide. Hewitt refusing to poach just off that one return. Sasnouskaya hit down the line on her. Now she poaches.
Good move from Delana, putting her racket out there, aiming for the feet. That's where you got to go.
Not easy when you miss a poach opportunity. A lot of times it makes you more nervous for the next time. That's the poach, goes right back for the Sting. Trading poaches, trading points. 9-point lead Sting. Then a quick timeout for the Smash. They had a little technical timeout. Smash is going to get another one to regroup for these final 2 minutes.
Just to keep it nice and low. Yeah, energy. It's the last, remember, 2 minutes.
All right,
High, okay? High. Avoid trying to serve out wide to Tanya's backhand because she likes to go line. Yeah. All right, let's go. All right, let's go. We can do this. Let's go. Come on, believe in yourself. Energy. Okay, let's go.
Coach Rachi there trying to give some words of encouragement before the mixed doubles comes in. 2 minutes here going to be very important, trying to hold on. Sting have started to pull away a little bit, but a strong move here from the smash can nullify that and give both teams an equal chance as they get into mixed doubles. Jessica Hina-Joseph to serve. Tanya Sasnuskaya at the net. Delana Hewitt on the far side. Adriana Remy ready to return. Going right down the line. Sasnuskaya misses the volley in the net. Hewitt to serve. See if Riami can poach here. The serve that Hewitt has, I mean, you just got to post that middle. You have right there. I mean, that's been there all night. She is serving so well. Hina-Joseph's not been able to hit a clean return the entire time. You got to poach all day long on that. That's a big moment and a big decision.
It does start getting predictable, right? Especially when it's the same 4 players playing the whole time. You need to be quick, and you need to figure it out, and you need to predict these things. Riami needs to be moving forward and just put a racket there, aim for the feet. That's all she needs to do.
Drives the backhand into the net.
Both teams feeling a little bit of pressure here. They know that all we have left is a mixed doubles bolt. Little bit on the back foot there for Adriana. Need to pick up the energy. Everyone on the court needs to pick it up a little bit here.
Final 40 seconds of women's doubles. Hina-Joseph to serve to Riami. Good kick out wide, stretches her, goes down the line. Sasnuskaya ready this time. Tip to bring her in, chip right back. All 4 at the net, but Hina-Joseph goes back to throw up the lob. Hewitt's going to take it out of the air. Angles it cross court. Big time shot by Sasnuskaya.
What a time for it, too. Her team is going absolutely nuts. Everyone is off of that bench.
11-point lead in the final 10 seconds here. Probably going to be the final point of women's doubles. Big return inside out. Point the other way for the Sting. Coach Hamburg's going to say, enough, enough. Run the clock out. Don't play another point. And Hina-Joseph didn't look like she heard her.
No.
The clock in the favor of Coach Hamburg and the Sting. As pumped up as they can be, this is what they were looking for. The Smash are going to have an important response coming up when we come back on the other side of this break. Mixed doubles. Intense is brought to you by Emory Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of Intense. Welcome back, everybody, as we're getting ready for our final mixed doubles bolt, as we get to have a quick look at the Zenith warm-up court. Inferno and Rips are going to be warming up next as they get their final week 2 action right after mixed doubles. You take a look at all the bolts, back and forth swings in men's singles, and it's been very, very tight ever since. And in that final 2 minutes, the play from Hina-Joseph and Sasnuskaya. Great movement at the net. Forehand winner at the very end for Sasnuskaya to lift her team's spirits. I put them in a very good position, but Smash can really quickly bring this back. 12 points can be erased in the blink of an eye. Let's see who's going to come out for both teams. Delana Hewitt, the power hitter, looks to be walking on the court.
I imagine Delana, Bushimuka, Charlie, Tanya. You, JY, what are you thinking here? Who would you put in?
I mean, look, Aguilar's been fantastic. He's been their star of the night. The best plus-minus on the men's side. There he is. Going with Tanya Sasnouskaya. Quite interesting. Hinojosa's been their more solid player. We know the upside from Tanya Sasnouskaya, and that's the trust that's coming in from Coach Hamburg.
Coach Hamburg, big on instilling trust. And I think that's so cool from a coach. Because as a player, if someone tells you that they believe in you, you start believing in yourself.
Very interesting time to see William Bushamuka in, third-round pick instead of Elmar Ejipovic. Good rally to get started. Great defense by Bushamuka. Even better volley back by Tanya.
Great first point there. I bet they're going to be looking for that a lot. And I'm sure that Charlie has been such a good role model for Tanya. For him feeling so comfortable on that Dubs court, I'm sure he's told her, hey, go for those shots, and that's what she just did.
Overhead by Aguilar. Hewitt defends, but opportunity for Sasnouskaya. +4 very quickly for mixed doubles. That's the upside that they had Tanya Sasnouskaya in. The trust, the belief being shown on the court. Big return down the line, but misses. 17-point lead for the Sting. 5-0 in this mixed doubles. Great return. Sasnouskaya couldn't respond. Hewitt to serve, going to be very interesting. 27% of her serves have resulted in a fault tonight. Big letdown. Can she handle it and get her serve together at a moment like this? Good serve to get started. Missed return by Aguilar. She's got to be solid on that side of the court. Cannot have free points. And yes, that is a point penalty for the Sting. You are not allowed to have any balls in your pockets. That gives you an unfair advantage when it's your turn to serve. You have a ball waiting already. You have to get the balls from the ball keepers. What's that going to do for the Sting? Not a lot. They responded very, very well.
Tanya did not seem like she really cared whatsoever. She did major in psychology, so I'm sure she's trained that way to just let things go, and that definitely helps as a tennis player. A little more height on that serve there, but again, she's just moving on.
Bushamuka to serve. Big kick. Aguilar tries to lob it, not good enough. +2 the other way. Very risky time to just try to pop off the lob.
And good for Big D to see that ball and just jump right up there and get that two-pointer.
Kick again, James in the body, great return. Thought that ball was going long. Tanya decided to take it anyway. She wanted her +2 action. Just 1 point for now. Coach Hamburg's going to give some quick coaching advice. See a lot of that. Coach Hamburg really involved, jumping in, running onto the court, making sure they hear something.
And she did say up on that net. I think she was backing up there too, again, like we see that. Sometimes it is scary, especially in mixed doubles, right? But you have to keep moving forward. That'll help you have more compact swings, and connect just way better.
Just caught that volley, long sails. Point for the smash. They're within 11. Big time for a serve back. 7 minutes left.
Very different demeanors as we see on either side of the court. Sting is very fired up, and you know, Smash shouldn't be as down as they are, and now they're firing it up, which is great. But in this time, in this arc, even if you are down, you have to have so much energy to be able to give your players that energy so they feel like they can do this.
Big kick. Aguilar tried to take it on the rise, but man, that serve by Bushamuka jumping up. Even bigger serve this time. Jams in the forehand. A lot of free points from Bushamuka serving. Within 8. 6.5 minutes. Going to be very important. Smash do not want to go 0-2 into week 3. Great coaching by Hewitt. What a response.
And she did show him that she's going to fake, and that's a great play there. Pretending like you're going to the line, make them hit the down line and be right there, which is exactly what she did.
If you make forward movement or hold your back, you're not missing that volley. Okay? Hey, we're okay. Make sure you guys control the tempo here, but we play with no fear.
Let's go.
Okay? We play with no fear. That's all it is split forward or just hold your ground. Don't back up.
Yeah.
Don't back up.
And I think that gets at to what you said. Sometimes in mixed doubles, you want to back up a little bit. And Coach Hamber's saying, no, look, it is what it is. You got to step forward. It's the only way.
That's exactly how it is, because whether you like it or not, the man player is going to hit it at you. That's just what's going to happen. He's going to try to overpower you. He won't. If you hold your ground and you keep moving forward, you actually use his pace and hit a better shot back. Delana showing again that she is going to fake.
Look at her positioning. Not I formation, but not in a standard one. Just really trying to make Tanya think twice. Big serve, another free point. Just earning, that's big serve. You know, just really earning a lot of free points without having to do a lot of work. This is how you get back into a match at an important time.
Absolutely, and they are just 6 points away now. And another huge serve, looking more and more confident, climbing up the scoreboard.
148, 143, smash within 5, thanks to the play of Bushimuka and the movement at the net from Hewitt. Big one more time. I think they're going to have to replay that. That serve looked to be in, and they're going to have to redo that. Unfortunate, too, because Sasnuskaya had hit a fantastic return. And yeah, it's unfortunate. They're going to have to replay that point, but that would have been huge for the Sting to try to stem off this smash comeback. Went for the quick serve. They just lost it with the clock. A lot of talk, too much conversation there. Only 14 seconds. Bushimuka did not notice the clock was running down on him. That's a big moment, especially with Bushimuka to serve to Sasnuskaya. She's going to give it one back, but now it's Hewitt's turn to serve.
And you just got to move on here. Everything is happening fast. Emotions are running high. You have to breathe. You have to control that. And you just got to go and commit. And we're seeing more and more service errors because of the pressure that these players are feeling.
Sting on the near side, 6-point lead. Trying to go 2-0, heading into week 3. Big kick to Hewitt, handles it extremely well. Bushimuka loved the move, but just missed it. Point for the Sting. Big body backhand. Aguilar comes in. All 4 at the net. Great hands. Bushimuka couldn't respond.
And that's what you want to see, right, JY? It should be a net battle. All of the players should be inching closer and closer to the net with every ball. And if they get that 2-pointer, great. If not, they still get a point on the board.
Great hands by Sasnuskaya. Bushimuka there. Delana now tries to come in off the net. Aguilar couldn't handle it. Unfortunate. No matter. Point smash. Toss just went a little too far forward. We've seen a couple times. Bushimuka just hasn't been able to get there in time. That one, the ball just didn't get to him fast enough, and he rushed it. Just when you think smash is kind of there, just 1 or 2 things happen just like that. Oh, tough moment to miss a return. Sting within 9. Coach Ratchi's going to call a timeout before things get there.
Let's go. The serve on the ad, you're like this. Try to toss it. Yes, it's like too sideways. That's why you're always missing at the end of the net. Try to toss it in front of you and use your feet and go for it. Okay, let's go. We're playing great. Okay, let's go right here. Okay, 1 point at a time. We have 3 points to catch up. 3 minutes to catch up. We can do that.
We're going to be moving a lot more, okay? So just
let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on, Will. Come on.
I think what stood out to me was actually Bushimuka at the end. He sounded a little bit like deflated.
He did. He was thinking about what he did not do right instead of just being like, yep, here we go. We got to keep going. We got to keep going. We have 3 minutes on the clock. We're not far away in score. We need to figure this out. We need to move forward. We need to go forward. We need to be fearless.
Oh, no, that's tough. I understand the smash. I understand Tanya. I understand referee Walker Allen there.
Play.
So Sasnuskaya played the serve as everybody was ready. Smash were ready. but the whistle hadn't sounded for the point to actually count.
Yes.
So she missed the serve and really meant it, but got to have another opportunity. Didn't matter, at least to smash. We're able to get that point. If they lost that, it's just like, gosh, everything is going wrong.
Yes, and we've seen that is kind of a pattern. Every time a team is losing, it does also feel like luck is not going their way either. Delana trying to go for a bigger serve there, listening to Coach Rachi's advice. I do think she does need to swing more up on the serve instead of forward, especially in this time. You don't necessarily want to go flatter. You want to add more spin on the serve with acceleration.
Great return down the line, but this time Tanya's ready. Ready one more time. Bushimuka's going to target her. Too good, though. Forehand inside and winner. Big time for a +2. Smash within 7. Oh, went too big. Coach Hamburg telling this thing, slow down. A little clock. Gather yourself. Hewitt goes down the line. That's going to be a +2 winner.
Wow. What a shot at a time like this. So, so good.
Kick to Aguilar. Aguilar misses the return. Within 5. Final 2 minutes.
Back and forth. Everyone is feeling this pressure here. We're within 5 points. Less than 2 minutes on the clock.
Let's see a poach by Bushimuka. There it is. +2. You got to go again. You got to plug the middle and you got to look to move. Go kick into the body. Force her to jam it up. You got to give up the line. Kick into the body forehand. Poaches one more time. +2 in a row. That's 4. And a quick timeout by Coach Hamburg as the smash had brought it to within 1. Smash, big moment right here. You got it when they're that far back. Hewitt's got so much pace on her serve. You have to go split middle here. It's so hard to hit it perfectly down the line. So if you're in the middle, it's going to be in your strike zone 90% of the time when you have a server like Hewitt. Now the smasher jumping on the sideline. This is the most energy and team chemistry they have shown the entire night, but they are still down 1, and this is a huge serve for Hewitt, who struggled all night long, had 11 faults. Can she rise up right now?
And I'm so interested in how the momentum shifts because of that timeout, because it was a great time for that. Doesn't look like it really helped, though.
The pressure of Bushimuka poaching forces the Sosnowskaya return long. 1.5 minutes, we are tied. Good serve once again. Better return by Aguilar, going down the middle. Aguilar handing tough. Didn't need to force it down the line. Overhit it. Sting with the 1-point lead. You can imagine Bushimuka is going to target Sosnowskaya off this return and keep it away from Aguilar. No, he goes cross court and misses. Sting with a 2-point lead. Under a minute.
It is so hard to be in this position. We've both felt it, and it's so hard to try not to look at the time, not look at the scoreboard, just focus on your tennis. I'm nervous just watching.
Great movement at the net, clean volley, but long, great vision by Bushimuka. This is a big one. Bushimuka to Sosnowskaya. Number 1 pick to 3rd round pick. 30 seconds. Do you go kick out Watt? He went even bigger tee. He gets the free point. Tied up, final 25 seconds. Bushimuka trying to stay calm, but you can feel the tension. 17, 16. Big kick, let goes over, we play it. Down the line, Hewitt responds. Bushimuka gets there. Miscommunication, Tanya went off the left, and that's gonna do it!
Oh my goodness, no way, JY, that was so crazy. Oh my goodness. I'm at a loss for words, JY.
What a back and forth. If you're the Sting, oh my gosh, the adrenaline rush, the happiness, the moment to have the 1-point lead to have the prize money powered by Payment Labs $9,000 win that they also get to enjoy. And then you look at the other side in the smash, trying to prevent from going for 0-2. What a heartbreak. If you look at this final point, Hewitt was there. The volley clipped the net, threw Hewitt off just enough. And what a really difficult moment. Gosh, that's so tough. That's our Solaris lock-in play of the night coming up. As we see Sasnouskaya started to show up after a tough beginning. The way she moved in doubles, the +2s, the coaches, after the words of "I trust you," giving that belief in Coach Hamburg, and just an incredible moment as she finished off the winning point. Maria? Wow.
I'm having trouble finding words, JY. That I feel, you know, I've been on both sides, and it's crazy on both. But let's see what Tanya has to say with Kelly down there.
Hey, T, first of all, what were the emotions like through this arc? Because it really did go back and forth all night.
Honestly, shout out to my team. I feel like everybody chipped in. Women's singles was unreal. Masha, those 3 minutes were priceless. I was longer on the court than her, but the value that she brought was so much more than I did. Men's singles also was unbelievable. Charlie really brought us back. We were down badly. Finn, super consistent. I feel like it was truly a team effort. Yeah, that last ball, I blacked out completely. I was like, just fucking, sorry, just don't touch me.
I was just going to ask about that last one. You saw the clock winding down. Where does your head go?
It didn't go anywhere. I was just praying that the ball comes to me at the net, and I'm just going to get rid of it. Get rid of it on the other side, though.
But it's got to feel pretty good when you see the winner there.
Honestly, I had no idea how much time was left, so I thought we must play another point. I had no idea that's the point. But yeah, shout out to my team. They're dogs.
Congratulations on 2-0, T, and the Sting tonight.
Thank you so much. Go Sting!
Now she's got to go shake hands because I grabbed her over here, guys, before she was able to do that.
What an incredible night for the Sting, an incredible finish, absolutely heartbreaking from the smash. As they did a great job fighting back from a double-digit deficit, but the Sting held extremely strong. Jessica Hinojosa, the best female player, being a +11.5, but then Sasnouskaya with a game-winning shot. What a finish, but we're not done for the night because we'll be back with our second arc in a little bit.